You want to see the current state of the U.S.? You want to see the cause and effect of loose gun laws that continue to plague our society and make you question if you can go to a movie theater, church, or even a football game, because that could be your last. Case in point, this video from Mobile, Alabama. The PA announcer tells the crowd, "Take cover, fans. Cover yourself and protect yourself." You see everyone from the players taking cover to the fans rushing out in a frenzy. It is flat out unequivocal chaos. People are frightened to their core.
Police say one person is in critical condition. The crowd ran to the exits. Some of the players actually dropped to the ground to try to avoid any of the shots. You see this all going down here. It happened on an exit ramp outside Ladd Peebles Stadium in Mobile, just as the game between two rival teams was coming to an end.
This is our country falling apart to violence, and it keeps happening.
Tonight, 6 men in New Jersey have been arrested in connection with a shooting at a high school football game.
In Pleasantville, near Atlantic City, another high school football game saw firearms, and the crowd took cover. A 10-year-old died that day. In Florida, Palm Beach Central High School and William T. Dwyer High School had their game halted due to a shooting. A medical chopper was called to evacuate a victim. When the Milwaukee Bucks won the NBA Finals, their first championship since 1971, many celebrated in the streets. It was short-lived. 3 people were wounded as shots rang out during what should have been a joyous time. You see the crowd running for their lives. Per The Hill, the U.S. has already recorded 14,723 homicides and other fatal shootings so far in 2021, according to new data compiled and released by the GVA. That was back in September. During the first year of the pandemic, firearm violence rose by more than 30%. These numbers continue to climb through the country's indifference. Via CBS News, a March report from the Children's Defense Fund found that child and teen shooting deaths reached a 19-year high in 2017 and have remained elevated. Black children and teenagers were 4 times more likely than whites to be fatally shot. The stranglehold this country is at when it comes to lax gun laws dates back to the founding of the NRA, and it's coming to power in the U.S. In 1975, it began attempting to influence policy directly via a newly formed lobbying arm, the Institute for Legislative Action. In 1977, it formed its own PAC to channel funds to legislators. The legalized bribery has reached the pockets of countless politicians who take the blood money the NRA offers to continue not only harming society, but resuming its deference toward those that are harmed by firearm violence. They simply offer 3 words in the wake of these tragedies: thoughts and prayers. Pro-insurrectionist politicians Rafael Cruz and Lauren Boebert did the same after the Boulder shooting. Then after taking the money and issuing those 3 words,
"And by the way, I don't apologize for thoughts or prayers. I will lift up in prayer people who are hurting,"
he played the victim. An attempt to distract from the fact he received more than $300,000 from gun rights donors. The NRA contributed, as did many others. Thus, his record stinks. The legalized bribery has hampered any progress. In the upcoming 2022 cycle, these 20 recipients have received the most cash from gun rights advocates. Zero shocker here, they are all Republicans. In all, the NRA spends about $250 million per year, far more than all the country's gun control advocacy groups put together. A Gallup poll conducted before the 2020 election saw a strong 57% majority favor tougher gun laws. For more than a quarter century, the bulk of American voters have wanted tougher gun laws. Instead, what they got was inaction on the federal level and the excess of open carry in swing states like Michigan. Ditto with Texas, who has allowed most of their citizens who legally own a firearm to carry it in public without obtaining a permit or training. As one Muhammad Ali photo put it quite perfectly, stop the madness.